Subscribe to TechDroids, turn on notifications and join the squad for more videos on PC builds, smartphones and all things technology. So if you're a tech head, this is the right place for you. So in this video, let's talk about AMD's RX 500 series of GPUs which they launched today and will be available for sale on 20th of April on Amazon and other places. So is this thing only hype or is there anything that you should be caring about? So with that being said, drop this video a big thumbs up, join the squad, and let's get started with AMD's RX 500 series of GPUs. Hey, how's it going guys? This is Yusuf here from TechDroids and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. And AMD just launched their RX 500 series of GPUs based on the Polaris 11, 12 and 10 architectures, and which are all based on GCN4. And this is codenamed, or the tagline was Polaris Enhanced or Evolved. So Polaris started with RX 400 series of GPUs and it did really well. So this is a minor upgrade to those GPUs, and they have added one more new GPU to their lineup. So namely, there were 4 cards launched: the RX 550 for $79, RX 560 for $99, RX 570 for $169 and RX 580 for $229. They are all available in different variants. So the RX 550 available for 2GB variant, RX 560 in 2 and 4GB flavors, 570 and 580 both available in 4 and 8GB flavors. Let's talk about the main key features or main improvements that they have. So support for DirectX 12 and Vulkan gaming. So DirectX 12 was already there in the 400 series, but they also support Vulkan now. FreeSync if you want to do multiple monitors, or if you have a monitor that has a high refresh rate like 144Hz or above 100Hz, this should do good. All these GPUs support high refresh rate monitors. You have Radeon Relief for capturing gameplay, Radeon Chill which takes less power and limits the GPU to a certain limit. You get less performance but you can save power. And one notable change is H.265 HEVC 4K video encoding, which is pretty tough and can get heavy on most systems. So these were the main features. Now let's talk what's changed in the architecture. So the GPUs are based on the latest 14nm FinFET technology, and they have higher overclocking support, efficient multiple monitors, and new aftermarket designs. Now I don't consider those as a feature, so aftermarket designs are not a feature but something that you can do for the looks of the PC. And one more thing is AMD has shifted from their blower style of coolers to now maybe something like aftermarket GPU would use. So instead of blower styles, now they have traditional fans cooling the GPU. So that's a bold step. AMD has done it. Nvidia is still not into that game, but they are going to be stepping in soon. So now let's talk all 4 GPUs in detail. So starting off from the lowest and the one which everyone is psyched about, the RX 550. This is available in only 2GB flavor and it's only retailing for $79. So this can be something if you want to upgrade your old GPU, or if you're really on a tight budget and if you just want to replace your iGPU in your PC. This is not for the heaviest of gamers. This cannot run Crysis 3 at even 1080p, but this is just to replace and get a GPU upgrade if you're just balling on a budget. So the RX 550 has 512 stream processors with 8 control units, 32 texture units, and a base clock is just not given, boost clock of 1183 MHz, and it takes only 50 watts of power. So if you don't have like a really good power supply, this can just take power from your motherboard and not disturb anything else. So low power consumption, and this can be best for media center PCs or home theater PCs as it supports 4K video streaming now with that higher bitrate, high encoding support. So this is a really good media center PC GPU. It works on the 128-bit interface, GCN4 and Polaris 12. So the newest Polaris architecture is used here. For $79, I think this is a perfect budget card. Now moving up to something that some gamers would like on a budget again, the RX 560. 2 and 4GB flavors available, and the 4GB retails for $99. It comes with 1024 stream processors with 16 control units, 64 texture units, 16 ROPs or render outputs based on 128-bit interface, GCN4, base clock of 1175 MHz and boost clock of 1275 MHz. This takes 60 to 80 watts of power depending upon the load and what you're doing, and it also supports Radeon Chill, so it can differ around a bit, and it's based on the Polaris 11 architecture. So again, new, but has a minor upgrade from the last 460, and the 460 I guess has been the perfect offering for people who are on a really tight budget and want to play some modern AAA titles. So you can do some 1080p gaming with the 460. Now going into that higher end market but still budget, we have the RX 570 available in 4 and 8 GB flavors. Retails for $169 for the 8 GB variant. Comes with 2048 stream processors and 32 control units. So the difference between the 570 and the 580 is not that much. It has 32 ROPs and it is based on the 256-bit memory interface, 128 texture units, so that's really good. Base clock of 1168, boost clock of 1244, based on GCN4 and Polaris 10, 150 watts of power, and is a really good GPU if you want to do 1440p gaming in older titles and newer titles, if you're considering the settings a little bit down. But this is also a really good card, one of the best bang for the buck, and it always gets underrated because of the RX 480. But again, the RX 480 is just as good as it was RX 580, as good as the RX 480, but still with some minor upgrades. Available again in 4 and 8 GB flavors. The 8 GB variant retails for $229, comes with 304 stream processors with 32 control units, 144 texture units, 32 ROPs, base clock of 1259, boost clock of 1340, takes 185 watts of power based on the 256-bit interface, based on GCN4 and Polaris 10. You can consider this a high-end card which is VR ready or VR capable, and it can run games even at 1440p and 4K if you wish to do so. RX 580 as good as the RX 40, but again enhanced a little bit. Now mind you, the RX 570 and the 580 require external power, so you can expect 8-pin plus 8-pin connectors or 8-pin plus 6-pin connectors, so you need to have a decent power supply in mind before going with this. So now mind you, again, these are just the stock versions. There will be aftermarket versions as well with overclocked variants, different cooler styles, different designs, and more memory and more VRAM, different variants, different colors, a lot of new stuff coming out. From the 20th, they go on sale. I'll drop links in the description if you are interested in buying any of these, so check them out. Those are affiliate links, so it helps the channel out. And I hope you enjoyed this video on the RX 500 series of GPUs. My first impressions or my quick opinion will be they are a really good budget offering, and they cannot be really bad. At least they're as good as the 400 series, or else a little bit better. For budget gamers, for high-end gamers who don't want to spend a lot of money, not more than $250, this is a really good GPU series. You can go from $79 to $250 and get the best gaming experience. Now again, this is not AMD Vega. The Vega is about pro market and the pro graphics cards, so graphics card like $500 or above. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then the like button is not that far away, and alongside that there's a subscribe button. With that there's a small bell. Hit all of those things, keep hitting all those, and I'll hit you up in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.